Hello everyone, welcome back to Vinyasa with Virginia. Thank you so much for joining me today. I did want to start by giving my nephew Jax, all the way in Texas, a shout out. Miss you and love you, buddy. Thanks for watching. All right, today we are going to work on our second chakra, Svadhisthana, and we'll start by laying on our back with the soles of our feet wide apart on the mat, and our knees will come to touch in this constructive rest pose. Bring your hands to your belly, below your belly button, and start to come into your breath. Deep inhales through the nose. And we'll just take a moment here to settle into our bodies. Svadhisthana is the second of the 7 chakras, and it's located in the lower belly. It is the sacral chakra and is associated with the color orange and the water element. This energy center is related to base emotions, desire, and creativity. By bringing awareness to Svadhisthana, we awaken the freedom of expression, passion, and enjoyment. Bring your hands to your mat and push up to a bridge pose. Hips reaching towards the sky, heels digging into the mat, engaging the legs and the core, breathing here. One more breath. Exhale and drop your hips to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest and make some circles here. Then we'll come to a reclined half pigeon. Take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee. Bring your left foot towards the mat, and then reach through that opening in your legs for your left thigh and begin to pull your left thigh towards your chest, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Making a figure 4 position with the legs stretching out the back of the left thigh. Bring the left foot back towards the mat, undo the legs, other side. Left heel will come to the right knee, and you'll reach through the center to grab the right thigh, trying to keep a 90-degree angle in that right leg and pulling that thigh towards you. Exhale, release. Bring both feet to the mat, knees into the chest, and begin to rock up all the way up and down the spine till you rock up through a seat, and then maybe all the way through until you come to a tabletop position. Coming into some cat-cows now with our breath. Inhale to drop the belly, bring the chest forward, maybe gaze goes up. And then exhale, push through the hands, round through the spine, belly button sucks in. Inhale for cow pose. Drop the belly. Exhale for cat pose. Push into the mat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to cow on your inhale. One more. Exhale, cat. Let's come back to a neutral spine. And we'll do some spinal balances. Start with our right leg. Extend that right heel straight back so your leg is hip height, maybe rotating inwards just a little bit to keep those hips level to the mat. Really engage the core here. Flex that right foot. Trying to create one line from your head to your heel. And when steady, lift that left arm out in front of you, palm facing inwards. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale to release. Knee comes back to tabletop. Come into it on the other side. Engage the core. Grip the mat. And then slowly bring that left leg behind you. Flexing the left foot. Keeping both hips level to the mat. Engaging the core. And when steady, bring that right arm out in front of you, palm facing in, creating one line from fingertips to heel. Trying to create space, reaching out through the heel and out in front of you through the fingertips. Inhale and then exhale to release. Come back to tabletop. Untuck the toes, send the hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Chest reaching towards the thighs, gripping into the mat. Start to shift your weight and pedal each foot, lifting each heel, sending the opposite towards the mat. Doing whatever feels good in your body here, maybe lifting both heels, then sending both heels towards the mat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to look up and between your hands. Exhale, bend deeply through the knees, and then step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up, Svadhisthana. Exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the heart, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step the right foot back into a lunge, then drop the right knee and untuck the toes. Inhale to rise to your low lunge. Making sure that knee is trying to reach on top of the the left ankle. Inhale, exhale, frame the foot with the hands, lift the knee, untuck the toes, and step back up to the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift here. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up, Svadhisthana. Exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands and step the left foot back into a lunge, then drop the left knee towards the mat, untuck the toes, and on an inhale, rise and sweep the arms up. Inhale here, exhale. One more breath. Inhale, and then exhale, frame the foot with the hands, untuck the toes, lift that left knee and step back up to the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift, inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale to fold forward, stretching through the legs. Inhale to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into a plank pose, and then lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Inhale the right foot up towards the sky. Bend the knees, swing it through, plant it in between the hands. And then drop that left knee to the mat, untuck the toes. Walk that right foot out to the mat edge. Maybe turning the toes out a bit. Coming into our lizard pose here. And then come to the forearms. Let's get a deep stretch in our inner thighs. Opening up our hips. Breathing here. Inhale. Push back up onto the hands. Begin to walk the foot back in between the hands. Lifting up into your low lunge here. Then begin to tip the hips back, straightening through that right leg, flexing the foot into a half split here. Coming onto the fingertips, take a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale to fold forward into your half split. Making sure to stack your left hip over your left knee. Stretching through the back of our right leg. Inhale to rise, exhale to rock through, and then push into the hands, lift that right heel up towards the sky, three-legged dog, and then exhale back to down dog. Inhale that left heel up to the sky, swing it through in between the hands, drop the right knee towards the mat, coming into our lizard pose, walk the left foot out to the mat edge, and then begin to drop onto the forearms for our lizard pose. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push back into the hands, lift. Begin to walk that left foot back in between the hands. And then exhale to send the hips back and straighten through that left leg. Flex the left foot. Take a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale to fold into your half split on the other side. Remembering to breathe. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bend that left knee, rock forward, and then push into the hands, three-legged dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Inhale to shift forward to plank. And then exhale, lower through Chaturanga, untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, step back, plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale that right heel up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Flex that foot. Exhale, three-legged chaturanga. Keeping that right leg lifted, lower through halfway, then drop both feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Breathe here. Inhale, that left foot up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, forehead. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it across, left knee, right elbow. Back to three-legged dog. Inhale, and then exhale, push through to plank, three-legged chaturanga, keeping that left leg lifted. Drop both feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look up between the hands. Exhale, step up to the front of the mat. Take a halfway lift. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Then we'll meet in mountain pose. Breathing here. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow. Exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands. Step the feet back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift to plank. Coming into our side plank. Shift all your weight into the right edge of your foot, and then begin to lift that left arm towards the sky, pushing into the right arm and the right hand into the mat, engaging the core. Stacking the feet here, or you can stagger them on the mat. Inhale, exhale, back to plank, coming onto the left edge of the left foot. Inhale that right arm up towards the sky. Engage the core. Push into the mat. Lift the hips. Exhale back to plank. Shift the weight forward. Drop into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step up to the front of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow. Exhale, hands to prayer, and then mountain pose. Palms facing forward, relaxing the shoulders. Standing up tall. Noticing all of the sensations in your body that you've created. Come into our eagle pose, a balancing posture. Start standing in mountain pose, and then you'll swing your right arm under your left arm, reaching for your left palm. Bend both knees deeply. Shift your weight into your left foot, and then begin to lift the right leg until you can cross it over the left knee, maybe binding the foot behind the left calf. For your eagle pose, trying to stack shoulders over hips, engaging the core. Inhale, exhale. Inhale here, and then exhale to crunch and fold forward into your baby eagle. Breathing here, engaging the core. Inhale. Exhale to release, plant both feet on the mat. Inhale to sweep arms up, Svadhisthana. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Then mountain pose. Come into it on the other side. Swing the left arm underneath the right, reaching for the right palm. Bend both knees. Shifting the weight into the right leg, begin to lift the leg and cross it over the right. Maybe taking the bind. Stacking shoulders over hips. Into your eagle pose. Squeezing the legs together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale to crunch into your baby eagle, folding forward, staying strong in your core. Inhale, exhale, plant both feet. Inhale to sweep arms up to rise. Exhale, hands to prayer, and then mountain pose. We'll come back to the front of our mat here. And then slowly bend the knees, sinking the hips all the way down to the mat, to lower to seat. Seeing how slow you can use your core to lower down, and then drop the hips all the way to the mat, lean back into your boat pose. Engage the core, palms facing up, heart extended forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale here. Just a couple more, and exhale to release. Awesome. Coming into another one. Set up for your boat pose. Shift the weight back, staying long through your spine. Lift the feet. Squeeze the legs together. You can hold on to the back of the legs if that helps here, or even bring the fingertips towards the mat. Using the core. Inhale, exhale, and release. Roll forward into a tabletop position, and then we'll come to stand on our knees. Making sure to stack our hips on top of our knees. We'll take our hands like we're going to put them in the backs of our jean pockets behind us, and they'll go right on our lower back, and we'll begin to lean back into a back bend, shining the heart forward, taking care not to dump into the lower back. Lower inch by inch until then maybe if you release your hands from your back, you can grab for your heels for your camel pose. Bring the awareness back to the breath, breathing deeply here. This is a deep back bend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to engage the core, to rise. Exhale to plant the hands and send the hips towards the heels for a child's pose. Breathing here, sending the forehead and the chest towards the mat. Releasing through the back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, push up to a tabletop, untuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet here. Lift both heels towards the sky and then reach them towards the mat. Inhale the right heel up towards the sky. Bend the knee and then bring the right knee towards the right wrist for your pigeon pose. Trying to get that shin parallel to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift your chest and then exhale to fold forward, walking your hands, maybe lowering onto your forehead or your forearms. You can also stack your palms here or your fists to give you more height and rest your forehead on your stacked fist. Surrendering to gravity. Inhale. Slowly start to rise and walk the hands back towards the hips. Plant the hands on the mat. Push into the hands back into your downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the left heel up towards the sky. Bend the knee and bring that left knee towards the left wrist. Untuck the toes for your pigeon pose on the other side. Begin to walk the hands forward, maybe dropping onto the forearms, or stacking the fists and resting the forehead on the fists. Or maybe you can release all the way down to rest your forehead on the mat. Breathing here. Inhale to slowly walk the hands back up to lift. Plant the hands on the mat. Push into the hands. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Shift into plank pose. Exhale, lower into your chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can drop the knees and we'll come to a seat here. Turn sideways on your mat and open up your legs for a wide-legged split. Sitting up tall here. Take a few breaths here. Settling in to our wide-legged split. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale to twist to the right. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale with a straight spine. Lean forward just a couple inches. And then inhale to rise. Take another round. Exhale to twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, take the arms out wide. Long spine, just a couple inches. And then all the way down. Release forward into your wide-legged split. Folding forward here. Maybe coming to the forearms. Again, you could stack wrists and rest your forehead here. Or if it feels good, you can walk the hands further in front of you, deepening the stretch. Maybe grab for both toes. Yogi's choice. just remembering to breathe. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bend both knees. Coming out of it, roll forward onto the belly. And then begin to windshield wiper the feet to the left and the right. Massaging the tops of our thighs and releasing the hips. Back and forth. Inhale back to center. Bring the knees together. And then begin to reach for the outside of the ankles or the feet. And then inhale to kick into your hands to rise the chest into your bow pose. This is a very active pose. Engage the legs, so much so that your hands begin to pull your chest towards the sky. Exhale, release. You'll have another chance. Just breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Prepare. Inhale to kick into the hands for your bow pose. Making sure to not put too much strain on your neck. And to always breathe. Exhale, release. Windshield wiper the legs again. Inhale. Push up to a tabletop. Come through some cat-cows here with your breath. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, cow. Exhale, round the back, cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, belly button to spine, round. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Push into the mat. Inhale, back to cow. And then a neutral spine, and then we'll come to our seat. And then just roll onto your back. Stretch the left leg out long, flex the foot, and then bring the right knee into the chest. You can stay here if that feels good, or if you'd like to go deeper, reach through the knee with the peace fingers and grab the big toe. And then exhale to straighten the leg, actively keeping that right shoulder on the mat. Supta Baddha Gunasthana. Inhale, and then exhale to bring that right foot out to the right side. Opening up that hip here. Keeping the left hip on the mat. Inhale back to center. And then exhale to release. Stretch the right leg out long. Bring the left knee into the chest. Again, you can stay here, or you can reach through with the left arm and the left peace fingers to grab the big toe and straighten the leg. Supta Baddha Gunasthana. Keeping the left shoulder on the mat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And then exhale to open up to the left, keeping that right hip planted on the mat. Opening up our hip here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, release. Bring both knees into the chest. Take some circles here. Reverse the direction. Then stretch the legs out long. Do a little core work. Coming into our canoe pose. Inhale. And then on your exhale, lift the toes, point the feet, and also lift the chest and shoulders. Hands out by your side. In your little canoe. You did boat earlier, so you can see why they call this one canoe. You're low and long. Core is tight. Keep breathing. Almost done. Exhale, release. Good job, guys. Bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet on the mat. Bring the hands out by either side of the ears. Reverse the grip. We're coming into wheel pose here. So fingers are pointed towards your shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale to push into the hands and the feet to come up into your wheel pose. Digging the heels into the mat. Maybe shifting the weight into one leg to bend the other knee and extend the foot towards the sky. And then planting both feet on the mat. Shifting the weight maybe to the right foot and lifting the left towards the sky. Inhale, and then exhale to bring both feet back towards the mat. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly release, rolling through, dropping vertebra to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Start to make some circles with the knees. And reverse this direction of the circles. Take the legs out wide. Reach through and grab for the outer edges of the feet for your happy baby pose. Tailbone reaches for the mat. Knees extend towards the armpits, opening up through the hips, and breathing here. You can rock back and forth if that feels good. Inhale, and then exhale to release. Both of the feet come towards the mat. Inhale the right leg, cross it over the left. Lift the hips, drop them towards the right, and then the knees will drop to the left for a supine twist. Breathing here. The word Svadhisthana comes from the root words swa, meaning one's own, and adhisthana, which means abode or one's seat. So this means one's own abode. Imbalances in the second chakra are said to manifest as insecurity, jealousy, guilt, and maybe even the inability to manage change. So again, we bring awareness to Svadhisthana to awaken the freedom of expression, passion, and our enjoyment. Slowly unwind. Take the left leg, cross it over the right. Inhale the hips up, drop them over to the left, and then drop the knees over to the right. Taking the twist on the other side. Breathing here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Slowly start to unwind, bringing the knees back to center, uncrossing the legs, reaching for the knees and pulling them towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for showing up today. Squeeze yourself, love the body that you have. And then exhale to release. Extend the legs long out in front of you. Let the feet fall out to the side. Melt the shoulders into the mat. Palms facing up. Nothing left to do except to relax and sink. Bringing the awareness to the crown of the head and seeing how much you can soften here. Relaxing through the eyebrows and the forehead. Unclench the jaw, maybe opening and closing the mouth, licking the lips to release the tongue from the top of the mouth. Swallow here, relax the throat. Feel the shoulders sinking into the mat, your chest open, breathing here. Rib cage is expanding. Arms are soft, fingers relaxed. Now bring your awareness to your hips. Feel your pelvis heavy on the mat. Relaxing through your thighs, your knees, and your ankles. And releasing your toes. Feeling your body as a whole. And as a whole, seeing how soft and relaxed you can sink into the mat. Here in your Shavasana pose, in your final resting pose, I want you to say these words to yourself. I am creative. I am passionate. I am unique. Bringing your awareness back to your body. Start to deepen your breath again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. exhale. Continue this deep breathing as you lie here and surrender to gravity. Start to deepen the breath. Maybe wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Start to circle the ankles and the wrists, waking the body up little by little. We'll end class how we started, in our constructive rest pose. So bend both knees, bring the feet out wide, and drop the knees together. Bring our hands onto our lower belly, to our second chakra, Svadhisthana, and taking a moment of gratitude to thank our bodies for carrying us through this practice and through our everyday lives. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I challenge you to continue this chakra work off of your mat and to eat lots of orange fruits and veggies. Maybe get out and see a lake or do some yoga by the river. Maybe go for a swim while it's still warm. Inhale, bring the hands to the side, keeping the eyes closed. Roll to one side. Begin to push yourself up back to a seated position. Sitting up tall with our legs crossed. Bring your hands to prayer, extending tall through the crown of your head. Breathing here. I want to thank you all for flowing with me today and balancing your second chakra, your sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. I hope that you join me next week as we move on to the third chakra. My name's Virginia, and it's been such a pleasure. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them through to heart center. The light in me sees and truly honors the light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. It's been such a pleasure. If you like the video, give it a like, maybe share it, and definitely subscribe. And don't forget to tune in next week. Bye.